This Saturday marks 20 years since the September 11th attacks. Tonight, we commemorate 9/11 and what it means to those in our community who remember that day. And vaccinations are popping up around the state. We will let you know when and where you can get your free vaccine. While the 20th ranked Rebels prepare for their home opener against Austin Peay, we'll get you prepared for everything from parking to tailgating in the Grove and entering the stadium.
From the School of Journalism and New Media on the campus of the University of Mississippi, this is Hotty Toddy News.
Good evening and welcome to Hotty Toddy News. I'm Sarah Gale Myers. This Saturday marks the 20th anniversary of the tragic events of 9/11. Reporter Jordan Majerski spoke to people in the Oxford community that are remembering that day and its impact on the country and themselves today.
This weekend, Ole Miss is gearing up to commemorate the 20th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks.
So we're going to make it a pretty big spectacle here at Ole Miss.
Lieutenant Colonel Vincent Jackson is Chair and Professor of Military Science for the Army ROTC program at Ole Miss. He says Ole Miss ROTC members will run from the Lyceum to the Square during their annual commemoration of 9/11 on Saturday morning and participate in halftime events during the first football home game later in the day.
Where we'll do a pass and review out there at halftime. We're going to unfurl the flag. It's really fortunate that we have a football game and a military appreciation game on the 20th anniversary of 9/11.
Jackson vividly remembers the day the attacks happened. He was a senior in ROTC and came home to tell his mother he passed his PT test. That is the moment he saw the plane hit the second tower.
Really just served to galvanize me and give me clarity, knowing that what I was doing or what I was going to do for what turned out to be the next 20 years was the right thing to do. So that's what motivated me to continue to get my commission and then serve in the Army.
While Jackson saw the attacks on TV, Long Island native and Ole Miss student Janiyah Jones was in daycare blocks away from the World Trade Center. Her mother was a teacher nearby and ran to get her, while her father worked across the street from the World Trade Center and witnessed the attack. Both relive the terrifying events each year.
It's just because we're from New York, there's always just like that gutting feeling. You know, things are just different that entire weekend, the few days coming up, learning about it in school. It gets intense.
While the aftermath of 9/11 was horrific, the incident united Americans.
I think we need to remember how important it is to stick together. You know, like we're one people, we all live here. Like we need to really just love and look out for each other.
But I think it impacts everybody in the nation, and it's something that, you know, we shouldn't forget. We should always remember, especially on this 20th anniversary and beyond. You know, we really should treat what happened on 9/11 the same way we do Pearl Harbor.
Lieutenant Colonel Johnson says the community should remember families who lost their loved ones, as well as soldiers who lost their lives on the battlefield because of 9/11, and anyone who was involved that day. Jordan Majerski, Hotty Toddy News.
You can find out more about the ROTC 9/11 run on their website and stay through halftime to see the program honor all those who lost their lives. The spectacle for this Saturday extends beyond the 9/11 observances. For the first time in almost 2 years, tailgating will be in full swing in the Grove. Anna Tate caught up with fans to measure the excitement level leading up to the home opener.
The Grove might be empty at the moment, but come Saturday, tents and fans will be all that you see.
And the Grove is it's the epitome of tailgating. It is the cultural peak of college football.
I'm very, very excited.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Experience something new.
The Grove is expected to be packed this Saturday after a big win versus Louisville on Monday night, and tailgating services like 7 South Tailgating's phones have been ringing off the hook. A welcome change in a town where tailgating at the Grove is one of the top 5 things to do.
Setting up some of the tents the night before. So yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Miss Students is looking forward to be back tailgating. Starting quarterback Matt Corral is excited to take this Walk of Champions for the first time in 2 years.
Definitely looking forward to the Walk of Champions. Haven't done that, feels like forever. So I mean, just being back in that environment in our home, you know, wouldn't want anything more.
Tent setup starts on Friday night at 7 p.m. For Hotty Toddy News, I'm Anna Tate.
If you are planning on tailgating in the Grove, you may want to consider getting a game day parking pass. These passes have a specific lot you can park in and can be purchased on a game-by-game basis. If you are not interested in paying for a parking pass, there will be shuttles available as well as free parking located in the Jackson Avenue Center. For more information, visit OleMissGameDay.com. And remember, if you are attending the game, you are allowed to bring SEC-approved clear bags into the stadium, but no outside food or drinks. Here in the Magnolia State, it seems the peak for the latest wave of coronavirus cases might be behind us, with new cases significantly down both statewide and here in Lafayette County. The Mississippi State Department of Health reported almost a 50% drop in new cases, while cases in Lafayette County are down by over 20%. While those case numbers are dropping, vaccination rates are rising. Though Mississippi remains in last place for vaccines nationally, 45% of Mississippians now have at least one dose of the vaccine. The University of Mississippi Faculty Senate passed a resolution last night asking the university to require vaccines for everyone on campus. Vaccines are becoming more readily available by the day. Oxford is offering on and off campus pop-up vaccination sites in order to end the spread of COVID-19. Cameron Frank spoke to Mississippi care providers about the sites.
To help combat Delta surge, many clinics and pharmacies around Oxford have been organizing pop-up vaccination in recent weeks. One of them is Mississippi Care, a nonprofit organization that provides health care to local businesses. Director of Nursing, Missy Kendrick, says they organized 2 pop-up vaccination events this past week.
Ideally, I would have liked it to be 100 or more, as many as we could have possibly fit in, but we're thankful if we even help one person, that makes a difference.
Kendrick says they vaccinated around 11 people during their events. While this is not a turnout she anticipated, she is still hopeful.
See that many, we did 11, but once again, that's 11 people that didn't have a shot before or vaccine before.
Besides Mississippi Care, other clinics around Oxford are planning vaccination events as well, such as Cheney's Pharmacy and the Student Health Center.
The university is offering free vaccinations here Monday through Friday at the Student Health Center. This is Cameron Frank for Hotty Toddy News.
The next campus pop-up site is a week from today, September 15th at Johnson Commons from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. For more information, visit coronavirus.olemiss.edu and arcare.net. Vaccine clinics aren't the only new things popping up. You may have noticed a few new dining options on campus this semester. Isabella Shelton has your look at the new food truck lineup on campus.
Ole Miss has recently introduced 3 new food trucks to campus: Hot Box Hibachi, Wiggly's, and Chick in a Box. While Chick in a Box is new to town, you may have seen Hot Box and Wiggly's in and around the square. And Chick in a Box owner Teresa Adams says this is their first semester on campus.
We decided to do Chick in the Box, specializing in hand-battered fried chicken, homemade waffles, fries, and homemade chicken salad.
With rave reviews and long lines, the Ole Miss students have welcomed the new food trucks on campus with open arms and empty stomachs.
I love Chick in the Box. I got the usual with boneless wings, fries, buffalo and ranch.
Fried chicken isn't the only option. Students can also choose between hibachi and California-style burritos.
Hot Box is my favorite. I get the chicken hibachi, which comes with some fried rice, which is like the best that I have ever had.
Wiggly's is my favorite food truck. I get the steak quesadilla.
Oh, and don't worry, the food trucks are now accepting Flex as well. You can find them on Business Row on weekdays from 10 until 4. For Hotty Toddy News, I'm Isabella Shelton.
Those food trucks are open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on weekdays on Business Row across from Ware Hall. And if you want dinner and a show, you can bring your meal to a live musical and film showcase. Mississippi Creates premieres this Friday and features 2 local musicians to take a look at how the culture of Mississippi has influenced their lives and sound, as well as that of others highlighted in the films. And on September 14th, the South Talk series is a panel that will feature Mississippi voices to discuss the connection between Mississippi's culture and the wider world. Both events are free to the public and open to all ages. And that's all we have for you this evening. Thank you for tuning in. For Hotty Toddy News, I'm Sarah Gail Myers. We will see you next week.